Remarkably, didn't just have a game washed out in the UAE, they had a national emergency declared as floods across the country. Straight through, and it's a beauty. It just held its line.
Year or two, but it's getting on CBS Sports or finding their way into mainstream media.
Got him. And it's Kami that gets past Umid, the player of the match from
License just through the hands, no deep mid-wicket, safe stroke in the end.
Googly out of the back of the hand. This is really close. This is gone. And look at the celebrations. Is put down. But now, is he gone? Oh, yes, he is. And it's an excellent catch. So well judged by Rohit Paudel. It only cost 4 runs, the drop from Amril Shah, and he will almost celebrate more than anyone in that Nepal side. Jones
really invested with your heart and soul.
Cut away and taken. Arif Sheikh throws the ball miles into the air because he's taken a fine catch, and it's the big one. It's Richie Berrington
who has to come over top of the ball, fighting you, as you mentioned, and they just create those moments. Rashid Khan is one of the best bowlers in the world, T20 bowlers. He's such a hot commodity.
This time, and slowly, ever so slowly, the finger goes up. It's so.
And there you go. There's the wicket. A holistic view of Gulshan Jah's innings will show you he's much more consistent.
I love the fact he's bounced back so strongly since. As this is edged and gone. Look what happens when you trust your leg break, man. Isn't it a funny old game? It's a sharp catch from Ari Sheikh for a slip. It's the perfect leg break. It's a beautiful piece of bowling. And he's been cleaned up. And a clap of the hands, almost a bit of anger and frustration from Sampal Kami. Not pleased with those 2 sixes that he was hit for. The middle stump has been.
Stories like that tend to do a lot of good, and this is a lot of good here from Asif Sheikh. I don't know if it'll carry to the boundary rope, but it'll just be a couple of runs. But when you get those stories, they
were in the trees, man. They were watching from everywhere. As Sheikh, again, a forceful stroke. Very fortunate. That could have gone anywhere. Skews away off the outside edge. DM. Glorious shot. The shot of the chase. Just to push, no more than that. Doesn't try to overhit. And a cover drive of the heart. Much better now. A bit more from Nepal. Just as I say that, they've lost their first wicket, and who else would it be but Brandon McMullen? You're in trouble in Nepal. Tiksa? Sub-Tiksa. Bowls him. Oh no, it doesn't, but it is LBW. I thought it got through. It was so full and so straight, and in essence, he wheeled away in almost celeb appeal. I thought it was going to hit the stumps. It didn't need to. It hit the pad. Fighting hard and probing away. Another nice straight drive. It's the second one of his innings. This is like the Bertel we saw at number 3 in the T20 series. Or local conditions, it'll be held in Muscat. Bowls him, he's chopped on. Asif Sheikh cannot believe it because he's done all the hard work. Challenged on the inside edge by one that didn't really turn. The wind is the factor there. And Nepal, just
a good delivery. He's drift quite well. And again, just look, it just doesn't turn. It almost just straightens up a bit, but he's around in a huge way to get back up to the top.
Edged and gone. It's McMullen again, and it's the big one. It's Rohit Paudel, who's just kind of poked at one outside the off stump. Come on, says Mark Watt, because he knows that's the big one that's
fallen. And Nepal's history with this.
Oh, well, a leave that's nearly brought about a wicket. I think it's going to bring about 4 runs. Nobody's done anything they were supposed to. Brandon McMullen's fallen over.
Again, it's all squared away. That's a perfect example of where the game is right now.
Now, I think this has been put down. going to have another look at it because, well, again, whatever the case, it's going to be 4 more. Now a much more authoritative cut shot. Arif Sheikh, he's known as the Iceman for a reason. He's the man for a crisis. He doesn't really seem to feel.
No, I don't want to face this delivery.
Driven flowingly again. Arif Sheikh is playing a little gem of a knock. Now, an attempted slog sweep down the ground may well have gone all the way. I think he's looking to hit this towards the leg side rather than over the off. I might be wrong, but it's a rather big shot. Jazz, a fine talent, isn't he? Look at the power he hits the ball with. This goes a long, long way for 6. Nepal, they're on the brink. They can start to believe now for Nepal. This is tickled away for 4. Well, what a lovely way. He was the critical one there. It's just 2 to win. And it is, if it gets to the rope, which it will, it's going to be 50 for Arif Sheikh. Fittingly, he wins the winning runs. McMullen is the first to congratulate him. It's a 7th one-day international 50. And maybe, apart from that innings against the UAE, none have been as critical in his 55 matches thus far. Nepal, they've ended that 200-plus day streak without a victory in ODI cricket. They have roundly outplayed. Well, we have that little bit of a break. We're going to show you a little something here. I want to thank Niraj for giving me this. How good is this? A gift this morning, hopefully shown to all of the different areas there. There it is, the Nepal Cricket Diary. He's given that t-shirt this morning. We've been given some fresh threads as well.